Good morning, students of class 10th. Let us complete the manufacturing industries chapter today. Today we will be doing control of environmental degradation. So we have already done the industries, the different types of industries. We have done the degree of pollution that they cause, the different spheres that they are affecting, how they are endangering the human health, the life of plants, animals. So, the most necessary step is to control this pollution, control this environmental degradation, and make this earth a livable planet, a healthy planet. So, we will do the different ways by which we can control this pollution. So the first sphere that we will discuss is water. Now, water is required by every living life on this earth, whether it is plants or it is animal, and most important, human beings. It is very, very essential for the survival of life on this earth. So, protection of this scarce resource is necessary. We all know that there is too much of water on this earth, but a major portion of this water cannot be used by us because it is saline water. The fresh water that is used by us is very scarce, and we are endangering it by dumping pollutants into it. So let us see in what way we can use this scarce resource and prevent pollution. The first step that can be taken is to reuse the already used water. That is, recycling of water is necessary, and if it is recycled in several stages, finally we will get a purified form of water which can be used in different stages of production. Harvesting rainwater is very necessary. This is the second most way by which we can conserve fresh water. A major part of North India gets sufficient rain, but a certain part of India, especially the plateau area, the desert areas, that is the hot desert, the cold desert, they have insufficient water supply. So, if rainwater harvesting is done, then we get assured supply of fresh water. We all know that the rainwater is the purest form of water. No doubt it gets polluted to a certain extent, but the water supply will be available if we keep on collecting the rainwater. Rainwater harvesting has been made mandatory in some of the states of our country, like Tamil Nadu, like Meghalaya, and even the huge apartments or buildings that are coming up, they are only provided a proper permission by the government if they are having rainwater harvesting structures, especially in the plateau areas of the country. So, rainwater harvesting is very, very essential for everybody. The third most important thing is treatment of the wastewater. Whatever waste and effluents that is dumped. So before the dumping by these industries, they must be properly treated. And the treatment must be done through physical, mechanical, chemical means. So first, what is necessary is primary treatment, so that the solid wastes are removed from this water. Now here we can say that this is a step using mechanical means, and the main steps are screening, grinding, flocculation and sedimentation. The main aim is to make the particles sort out. In screening stage, we sort out the particles, that is from the bigger size to the finest size. The size that can be grinded, they are made finer and finer. And then flocculation. By flocculation, we are removing out some of the particles. Like for example, we pour tea in a small net and we separate the tea leaves. In the same manner, the flocculation process, we separate the finer particles from the finest particles, and finally the finest particles are removed through the process of sedimentation. The secondary stage of treatment involves biological process, and then the third stage, which is the tertiary treatment, it is done by the combination of biological, chemical and physical process, physical or the mechanical one. And in the chemical stage, we use different chemicals so that whatever the chemical composition has been changed by the dumping of the pollutants, that becomes proper, that becomes okay. And this is done through the process of recycling of wastewater. The wastewater must be recycled with the use of proper chemicals, then mechanical means, and then we all know that we can get a better quality of water, which can be again used in the next phase of production. Another very important thing here is almost all the industries require water, and if there are too many industries close by, then there will be excessive utilization of groundwater, overdrawing of groundwater, and that must be stopped. So whatever water is taken out from the underground, that is done through boring, and every borehole, every boring needs to be registered, and this is necessary. Otherwise, if there are too many borings close by, then there will be excessive overdrawing of the groundwater, and hence the groundwater table will keep on falling. Second thing is related to our air pollution. So every type of chimneys which are there in the factories, they should be fitted with some filters so that there is less emission of particles in the air. Solid particles in the air can be easily collected in the precipitators, in the filters, and they can be easily separated. So every industry should have a proper chimney. So smokestacks with electrostatic precipitators, fabric filters, scrubbers and inertial separators must be there. I will give you all this definition, children, during the online class. When you join in the online class, I will give you the definition of every of this term. All this must be fitted with the chimneys so that the solid particles easily collect in the filters. They easily fall down, drop down into the filters, and they are separated mechanically. So we will only have just air. Solid particles will be taken out. They will not be emitted out into the air. Similarly, we can use oil because we all know that oil causes minimum pollution, less pollution, and coal causes maximum pollution. We all know that iron and steel industry use coking coal. So iron and steel industry are very important polluters. Similarly, brick kilns also use they burn this fuel, and they also cause lot of pollution. Then coming to noise pollution, all the machineries need to be fitted with silencers. Generators must also have silencers, and so that the noise is less. And in the wall also there must be noise absorbing material. That is, all the industries must have noise absorbing material fitted, just like in the movie hall we are having this, so that there is less echo. And personal use of earplugs and earphones is necessary because that will reduce the amount of noise that is absorbed by us. So the most important challenge is we have to have sustainable development, and sustainable development emphasizes that economic development must take place, but we must also take care of the nature, because sustainable development has also included environmental concerns. So there must be economic development with the help of industries, but we cannot neglect environment. So environmental care must be there, and control of environmental degradation is the utmost necessary for the survival of the coming generation. So now let's see how NTPC, a major organization of the country, is achieving this sustainable development. NTPC stands for National Thermal Power Corporation. It is a major plant producing thermal power for the country, and this NTPC has achieved the Environmental Management System ISO certification 14001. Now NTPC is showing the way to the other industries. They have a very futuristic approach, a positive approach in preserving the natural environment. Though they are generating energy from coal and oil, but yet they are playing a very, very important role in preserving and protecting the different resources of the country. They are preserving the natural environment as well in the places where they are setting up these power plants. Let us study the different steps by which they are making it possible. So the first step that they are doing is that they are using the machineries with the latest technology. They are upgrading their old machineries, and they are using the latest technology, latest techniques in generating energy. So that is something very much beneficial, as we all know that as we are progressing, the technology is also developing. So it helps greatly in proper development of the energy of the end product, and also minimizing the waste. So the main waste that is generated by this industry is ash, because we are burning coal and ash is produced. So this industry uses the latest machineries which generates very less quantity of ash, and whatever ash is produced, they are utilizing that ash again to produce other products. Like, for example, ash is purchased by the fertilizer industry. Ash is also used in making bricks. So, there is very less generation of waste by maximizing the ash utilization. Then all the industries, all the national thermal power plants are supported or are surrounded by green belt. This green belt is the belt of plants, and this is necessary if we want to purify the air. So afforestation is a very important step for maintaining ecological balance. Fourthly, the ash is dumped at a place, and that ash water is recycled. So environmental pollution is reduced through the management of this ash pond, recycling the water containing ash, and also the treatment of this liquid waste is done so that the groundwater table is not affected in any way. So the solid waste, the liquid waste, all of them goes through a certain treatment so that the every sphere of nature is very much protected. And finally, we find that this industry continuously do monitoring. They time to time review the development that has been done in this plant, and development of environmental protection reviews are done, and online database management for the different units of National Thermal Power Corporation is done together. So National Thermal Power really shows the way of controlling environmental damage. Now children, we find that in some years questions related to NTPC is given because it can easily have a 5 marks question. So please, NTPC related question is a common one, and questions are given in some of the years. So please memorize the 5 points from your book, go through the 5 points from the book. Also question related to environmental pollution and how to control this pollution, that is control of environmental degradation, is nowadays a very important topic of discussion. So question related to these two topics are also given. So children, my request is that you please go through this pollution portion and how to control environmental degradation and also NTPC. So children, during my online class, we will discuss the question answers that is there at the back of the chapter. So see you then. Have a nice day.